Hello everyone, this is Madam Hazelnut here playing Slay the Princess. Never played this game before. I'm gonna give it a shot. It looks pretty fun. It's a visual novel, so let's see what's about. It looks pretty cool. Let's go. New game. The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Gosh, there's a lot of options here. Let's see. Do I get some sort of reward? Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna do this one.
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end. I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists, or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
You never know. Can't someone else do this? Let's see. Yeah, I'll do Can Someone Else Do It?
Unfortunately, you're the only one who can pull this off. I don't make the rules. I wish I did, but I don't.
Seems like you do. Oh, okay. Thanks for telling me what to do. Let's do the reward. Do I get a reward for doing
Yes,
this?
but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
All right, let's go. Or I can leave. I can leave. See what happens if I leave.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave?
Yep.
Do you even know where you're going?
Nope.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Okay. Whatever, dude. Okay, I'm going into the cabin. Sheesh. Or turn around and leave again. Doesn't look like there's a point, so...
That's great to hear. As long as you bring that fiery attitude to princess slaying, I think this will all resolve splendidly. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. Fortunately, she's only a princess, whereas you are a valiant and talented warrior. It'll be easy, so long as you stay focused.
Okay.
We can't just go through with this and listen to him. She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
I guess proceed to the cabin. My only option.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I wonder what happens if I could just go without it. Yep, I can.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Is hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Just checking in on you. Let's do hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Please, come downstairs.
Sounds really timid.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
She doesn't look evil. I'll see what I can do.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake.
I don't know. I think listening to the narrator is doing more bad than good.
No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
No. Sorry,
Maybe it's
dude.
somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around somewhere up there, and if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free. Let's do that one. Let's go
Okay.
upstairs.
I'll be here. Good luck.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
I know it's locked, so there's no point trying it. See
Your
if someone's
shouts
here.
and pleas are met with silence.
Okay.
I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Okay, let's return to the bottom, I guess. Well, let's just
You
try.
try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Okay, that's what I thought. All right, let's return.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yeah. Well, guess
There's
we're
a
basement
slight panic
buddies.
rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Okay, that's
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
well, let's save her. Keep her from gnawing her arm off. Jeez.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place.
Look at how she's looking at me. Look away. Look away.
You cut into her flesh.
Still looking at me.
The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit.
Jeez.
She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground.
And in the corner of her mouth, from what it looks like.
How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Okay, whatever you say. Well, let's go.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
I'll slay the princess. Warn her. Let's warn her.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Still, I'll slay the princess. There's resist. Still, I'll slay though. Alright, resist.
The blade. Move the blade. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
We just met.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
Alright, let's do it.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Jeez. This dude is like really enjoying my pain.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Oh god, make it quick.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone.
Yep, that's
Whatever.
tough.
She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it?
No.
A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
Oh, thank God. Death, finally.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks.
Jeez.
It
Covered
can't
in
just
blood.
end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Gosh, took me long enough. The damsel. Okay.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Alright, let's see. Wait, hasn't this already happened? Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with that one. You're in for it now. My tricks. Yeah, let's go with hasn't this already happened?
It hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. We've just met for the first time, you and I.
Now I know he's
If he
lying.
doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
I'm not too sure he's telling the truth, though.
Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it.
Oh my god. The smitten voice? That's cute.
Our beloved?
Our beloved.
Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works.
Oh my god, for the smitten, I'm going to try everything I can to make this a good one.
We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically.
Oh,
Sounds
heck
like
no.
he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek.
Nah.
What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
That's so cute. Alright, let's assume I'm telling the truth. And all this really did already happen. Should I listen to you? Why should I bother do anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
Yeah.
You were the one who did us in, villain. Well, not you in the literal sense, but you did everything you could to stop us from rescuing her. Oh, I wonder why. Maybe it's because the entire world was at stake. No lone princess is worth that price. I beg to differ.
I agree with the smitten.
I'm not going to argue with you. I'm just going to take a deep breath and assume that whoever is making the decisions here has the common sense to ignore your protestations. Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
That is a good thought. Alright.
If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died?
I don't know.
Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would? She would never. She's a perfect angel that you cruelly imprisoned as part of some convoluted, dastardly scheme.
Oh, this is so
Convoluted.
cute.
I don't know how this premise could be any more simple. Princess bad, stop her, save everyone.
I'm with them. I'm going to find a way to save her from the cabin. Let's talk about this princess.
That's right, you can't stop all of us. We're going to sweep her off her feet if it's the last thing anyone does. Are these really the sorts of people you'd like to align yourself with?
Yep.
You're not at the cabin yet. You still have plenty of time to reflect on the situation. I just hope for all our sakes that you make the right call.
All right. Let's save her.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in. I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed. Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet.
No, I'll let him speak.
Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
All right, here we go.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
What about the mirror?
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. I'm sure the princess would tell us there was a mirror if she were up here. In which case she'd be lying to you because, again, there isn't a mirror.
I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am. Why would you lie about that? What's the point? Let's look at it.
That's a great idea. We have to make sure we're looking our best before we save her.
Absolutely.
We shouldn't waste time preening, but if he is lying about the mirror, it might be important. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would it even do?
See. I want to do this one. This whole cabin is different than last time.
Very different. Is it? I can't say I was paying much attention to the scenery last time around. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
No, it's
So
definitely lying.
focus up. Stop letting yourself get distracted.
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago. And now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
Oh my gosh. Let's take the blade. Entertain
You take the
that.
blade from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. I suppose if we're to play the role of dashing knight, we need an equally dashing sword. That way she'll know we can defend her from her enemies. Hopefully it doesn't put her on edge, and hopefully it doesn't get turned on us again. There's no use arguing over motivations right now. It's good that you took the blade. You'll need it to do your job.
Alright, here we go. Let's enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight.
I swear the artwork is so pretty. It's pretty dope.
But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice, it's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already.
Oh my goodness, this guy.
I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall. My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment. You know she can't hear you, right? She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit. Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing. And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it?
Oh my goodness.
Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
Yep. So she
That's
knows.
right, villain.
She remembers.
You killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty. And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time. Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her? We
Yeah,
never saw
Fred
a
Smith.
world end, and now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise. Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
For the smitten, we're saving her. You killed me last time and it hurt a lot. Why did you do that? Do I have to cut you out again? I really didn't care for that last time. What happened after I died? Yeah, what happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
Okay, cool. But before we start talking, did the world end? Did you end the world?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
No, I was. Oh my goodness.
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips. Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
Honestly, the world sucks. People are a plague, and I hope you brought a slow and painful ruin to them all. I have no feelings one way or another about the world ending. No, I don't want the world to end. Yeah, I have no feelings.
At least you're
one way
being
or another.
honest. I can't believe that the fate of the entire world has been left in the hands of a nihilist. The princess shifts in uncomfortable confusion.
Me too. I don't care.
Oh my god. 2 peas in a pod, huh?
She wasn't confused for long. If she doesn't care, then clearly she didn't end the world. It would take a great desire for evil to do something so inconceivable, and our dearest has not an ounce of cruelty within her. All is well, and it's high time we rescued our beloved.
I like this guy. Let's see, do I have to cut you out again? I'm sorry about what happened last time there. You sent me here to kill you, to cover my body. It was extremely, yeah. Sorry, let's do this one, the narrative.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
Wow, full of positivity here.
She took that in stride, to a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually. That's because she's perfect. Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do?
That is a good question.
She doesn't. There's no one else like me. I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
Let's rescue.
Rescue her? What are you talking about? Did you forget that she's a world-ending monstrosity? And even if you wanted to unleash her onto the world, despite the complete moral disaster that would be, you'd have to get her out of those chains. Good luck with that.
Does she have her hand again, or is that that's what's left?
Don't you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her out with ease. No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains.
I guess she's got her hand again.
If her hand could just slip out of the chains, why hasn't she done it already? Because we've yet to present her with her freedom. I'm not sure I follow. Would you rather believe me, a passionate heart guided by love and my own good nature, or would you rather believe the devil on your shoulder who tells you what you can and cannot do?
That's a good point.
I think I'd rather believe in facts.
That's also another good point. A very good point, actually.
Ah, so you're one of those empiricists. One of us has to be. Then let me show you a brand new truth. Narrator, we courageously step forward and free our beloved from her bindings. No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? Yes. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought. You wouldn't. I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed.
Wow. All this time she could have just done that herself, but okay.
I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh.
See, happy ending.
Are you sure you want to do this? Just one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade is buried in her back, and everyone out there is saved. Is that a threat? You know what we'll do if you try it. You're going to regret this.
What do we do now?
What do you want to
Let
do?
me guess. End the world? Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection. And then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Let's leave. Let's just leave. I want you to tell me what you want. Well, apparently she doesn't know what she wants. There must be something you want. Do you want to end the world? I just want to leave. We can figure the rest out later. If you want to leave, then let's leave. Something isn't right here. I'm sorry. Slay the princess. Yeah, let's just leave.
That sounds perfect.
All right.
As the princess takes your hand in hers, you let your blade tumble uselessly to the floor, and with it tumbles the last hope for the entire world. We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending. I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening.
Yep.
You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this.
She's free, finally. Yeah, she's got every right to be happy.
What happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks.
Oh, that sucks.
That's a familiar move.
Yeah.
Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Yeah.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love. Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her. Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice.
Oh, but I'm gonna this time around.
I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Yep. Let's see. Do you think you can open it? I think we can open it if we try together. Let's try to be the hero.
Okay, yeah, you've got this.
Yeah.
You place your hand on the door, and
We open it.
the lock clicks, and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me?
Yep.
Ha! I knew it. Your words are no match for the pure strength of our hearts, bound together as one. You and the princess make your way upstairs. Her freedom and the world's ruin are just a few moments away. If you don't mind, I'm going to fix myself a drink before you ruin everything. If I'm about to see the end of the world, I'd rather not see it sober.
Jeez. Wow. That turned 0 to 100 real quick.
That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin,
Finally, we're
and
out
then
of
you
here.
step outside. A happy ending at last.
We did it. What should we do now?
What's happening?
Where did everything go?
Yeah, is the world literally ending?
Where did he go? Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
Jeez.
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
Oh my. Oh no. Okay. It's the mirror. But you didn't get the chance to make the jacket. Something has taken her away, and it's left something in her place.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
I don't know where she went, and I don't know how do we even go about looking for her. The narrator is gone. I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror.
There's something
that.
dreadful about it. I don't think you should.
I wanna.
I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right?
No, let's go look at it.
You're
Alright.
right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing. I can't believe she was taken away from us. The nerve.
I know. The narrator is
Yes.
gone.
Does that mean the world ended? A villain vanquished.
Alright, let's approach the
I'm
mirror.
begging you, don't do this.
I got no choice. Ignore him. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. You are alone in a place that is empty. It's quiet here. Proceed to the cabin? Oh my lord. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Okay, what are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
I don't even know at this point. Let's explore solitary lights. What do you mean?
Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network. I wish to be more.
I don't know what I am.
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Is this the end of the world? Let her out of there. Do you know the narrator? Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here? Do you know about the worlds beyond this place? Are you the princess? Do we know each other? Attack the entity, destroy your body. Let's see, do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known.
Okay.
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
The gift of a fragile vessel?
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own.
Okay.
This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart. Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
Jeez. Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
That's true, I guess. Are you what sent me to slay the princess?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Do you know about the worlds beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
Let her out of there.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I promise that it doesn't hurt.
Okay. I guess that's reassuring. Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
But were you always the princess, or are you just making her part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
Okay. What happens now?
Nothing, as we are, but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you? How much will I forget? How many more pieces of you I have to find? And what if I don't let you do this to me? Let's see. How many pieces of you I need
More
to
than
find?
you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
Okay. How much will I forget?
Everything,
Oh, okay,
until
cool.
we meet again.
And what if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
Oh, that's depressing. I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do? Yeah, let's do that.
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
I want to believe you, but I'm not too sure. Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
Okay, well. Alright, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
Oh, that's sweet.
You won't.
Jeez. Everything goes dark and you die. Well.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Alright. I'm going to stop here, guys. Thank you for watching. This is really fun. Can't wait to see more of this. But, yeah. I'll see you next time. I'll try to post as soon as I can. Thank you.